You do if you ran into Steven Spielberg right now? How would you handle it? Would you say nothing? Or would you say something? Would you gush like a fan? Oh my God, you're amazing! Or would you choke up and stay silent and just not say anything? Well, this was the very topic that one of my clients brought to me on Friday for a session. She had just run into somebody that was famous the day before. And, she played it cool and she, talked to him a little bit. But she wished that she'd handled it in a different way. And, the philosophy is, look, if you don't ask, the answer is always no. If you don't put yourself out there, if you don't connect with them, then the end result is always nothing happens, right? And so it's like how to deal with this, because if you're an actor, if you're in the film industry, or if you want to be in the film industry more, chances are the more you get in it, the more you circulate, the more places that you go, you're going to run into famous people. You're going to run into that director or that person that you've always dreamed of working with. And it's going to be a moment where the universe puts you next to them. And it's sort of up to you, like, how are you going to handle that? How are you going to handle that? Is it going to be ships passing in the night? Or are you going to try and at least make some kind of a connection? So here was my advice to her in a nutshell is, look, you don't want to gush on like a fan, right? Because the minute that you run into somebody and you start, giving that energy of like, oh my God, you're amazing, then they just kind of position you into that fan box, right? They say, okay, this person is a fan. I know how to deal with this. Autograph, handshake, thank you very much. See you later, right? But you also don't want to come off as completely arrogant, right? And do something, oh, hey, what's up? I know you, like go the other way where you're like, whoa, okay, here's my script. You really want to read it. Gosh, they probably get that all the time, right? If you think about it, if you're a director, if you're a movie maker, if you're a famous filmmaker or an actor even, like Amy Poehler says in her book that she has people shoving their scripts in her face all the time and she hates it. Right? So we don't want to be that guy either. But so then what? What do I do? What do I do? And so in my session with my client the other day, we walked through exactly how she could reach out and make a connection, position herself. So it's not just coming from a fan, it's coming from someone who knows a little bit and is in the industry. Acknowledge that they are amazing and a little bit, acknowledging their position while not depriving herself of her self-worth, right? Because I think at the end of the day, these are people. These are just people, just like you and me. And the more successful people I've worked with, they aren't like that much more evolved, that they're so much more confident. They have their own issues. They still have insecurities. They still have hopes and dreams and things that they're working on. So in my experience, oftentimes actually the insecurities get bigger unless they do bigger work to evolve themselves. So let me tell you right now, those famous people are no better than you or me walking around. And I know that you know this, but then when you run into them, you don't know this, right? And so here's what's what. You matter. You matter. You matter. And if the world put you two together in one space, there could be the opportunity not just for you, but for them to work together or to have some kind of interaction that's valuable to both of you. So it's about remembering that you matter as well. and getting that on a deeper level. So in my session with my client, we really worked on not only just role playing, like what did you handle that, what are you going to say, but visualizing and really getting that self-worth and that feeling of self-confidence and that feeling of being on equal level with them on a deeper level, in a deeper way for her. So today, your mission, should you choose to accept it, is to right now today list out those people that you would love to work with, that you would love the opportunity to run into, and imagine to yourself, how am I going to handle that situation before it happens? So imagine it for yourself. How are you going to handle that when you run into Steven Spielberg? And remember that you do matter.